is from Bigboss. And he has done something that no man, no mortal, and probably took longer research to do than Concord would ever live. And that is the absolute chaos of Concord by Bigboss. Also, if you have not followed or even subscribed to Bigboss in any way, you should probably do so already. You'll get that stuff right on the go. You know when it's going to drop, and you get to watch it. It took 19 minutes, but it probably took a lot more longer, a lot more effort than Concord would.
The year is 2024.
Wait, what did he say?
And 2024.
Yeah, wait. Okay, the video is symmetrical, blah blah blah. Contains images of the 10 images are used for transformative lol. Okay, so he has to put this out. Enjoy.
The year is 2024, and Sony is about to release
Sony,
a project they've had in the works for almost a decade, and with a reported budget of up to $400 million.
Wow, look at all that money they're printing.
Their most expensive game yet. Nothing could go wrong.
I should probably get this on for some of you guys.
The year is 2016. Overwatch has just come out, and it's making the rounds.
Oh yeah, the Overwatch cosplay.
It's very
good. Yeah.
It's the first AAA shooter since TF2 almost a decade ago, and it's good. Amazing gameplay well-designed characters with a ton of personality, and a decent cosmetic system. Around the same time, an exodus at Bungie, and ex-Bungie developers coalesced to form what would become Firewalk Studios. Initial meetings are held on their first project. You guys seen that Overwatch thing? Yeah? Let's do that. And they get to work.
I don't like
this. Fast forward to 2021.
Oh no.
Now, at this point in time, Sony's gaming department is headed by a man named Jim Ryan. He and the boys at Sony look around.
God of War, Battlefield,
the gaming landscape
yeah. Sims 4, oh dude.
Gone were the days where you just made a game and sold it. Fortnite was now here. And if you weren't selling stolen dance
not that dance.
Griffin skins through recurrent battle passes,
Toxic battle pass, one-time purchases.
They look at their own games. Uncharted.
No, I'm just gonna put this right here. I just want to put this like right here, right now. Like why we stopped like right on Uncharted. But I don't know, like I find it super annoying that games now are just like, oh, there's live service in every game, or there's some kind of like pass that has to be put into the live service. I hate that. I really do. I really like, dude, like in all honesty, like the fact that they just want you to keep on playing the game over and over again, it's like it's super annoying. I mean, dude, I know some people gonna say, but Sin, you played Destiny 2. Yes, I did, but that was like a one-time experience that I'm probably gonna not do in the next like 15 years, maybe 10, give or take, unless it's something fucking fire and doesn't fucking flop horribly. Like if they do a Destiny 2, like, you know, which they are doing that, which, you know, it's a gotcha kind of thing right there, but it's gonna be lighter. But I honestly feel like they need to do like an actual Destiny 2, and I feel like it has to be community made 100%. Like someone has to own it, write their own story, keep it in line with what people would expect from it. So then we have like, you know, the original ending, like kind of like different endings for Destiny 2 and Destiny the franchise. You got the original ending, you got the good ending and the bad ending, and then you got the other ones too. I think you can get a lot more money if you do the bad ending than the good ending. I mean, put the high times on there, but put the bad ones in there. I think that will sell, because that struggle, it'll be like kind of like Shakespeare is what I'm trying to say, but not like to the point where, you know, like, you know, Romeo and Juliet die at the end, but I mean, like, you know, something kind of, it's like it's going to be like sad, but it's going to be like, you know, you're going to have hope, but then the hope's going to die. But something will always continue to live on, like the chaos that people like. What was it? People, Bungie said, like the chaos and all that, blah 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 blah, within the system. And so like they kind of did that on like a narrative thing. And so I'm thinking, you know, like I'm like, hey, wait a minute, I could work with that. I mean, I honestly feel like that might actually do a lot more better. But I just wanted to put that right there because I only played that for like one time. But it's getting super annoying now that I've walked away from that game, and that game is now like, I went back on there like this weekend, like on Saturday, when this video comes out. I came out to watch that or play that game on Saturday, and dude, it was fucking buggy as fuck. It was the season of Ido and was it Mithrax, and you're trying to help them out. That one, dude, I haven't even started because I fucking got bugged on the fucking first mission. I cannot continue. I literally cannot fucking continue the season. It's fucking locked out for me. I can't fucking do it. So like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? That's why I kind of just walked away from that game and just like going to go. I'm hoping like, because they have acknowledged that there are some lockouts from progressing. I'm hoping they fucking fix that, because I can't even fucking progress, because it's kind of dog shit if you ask me. Like, I never had that experience before. Like, for the game to essentially like bug out and lock me out of progressing the first fucking story mission. Like, what the fuck? And that kind of is the reason why I kind of hate live service games, because they do shit like this. Stuff trying to fix it, and then release. But no, they're like going to fix it on the fly, which is why I'm not a big fan of live service games right now. And I see a lot of AAA developers doing that. And still doing the live service game. They're trying to capture that formula that Destiny did. And I think people that was like a once in a lifetime opportunity that they could get. And, Bungie being Bungie, they fucking screwed the pooch and flopped. Instead of making and capitalizing on it, because no one's going to be able to stop them for like the next like 40 or 50 years. They had that 40 or 50 years completely solid for income if they fucking gave a shit about the game and actually listened to the community, but they didn't do that. You want to know why? They were finished, and it was a live service game. I kind of hate that. I kind of hate that shit. I kind of fucking hate that live shit right there. Especially for the fact that if you get into that game, you can't even fucking play it. That's why I don't like live service, because they can't put everything in there, so we're gonna have to take it away. Look at Fortnite. They that's another example. They took a lot of the basic stuff away from Fortnite. And I think now they're bringing it back, and it's like, okay, if you're pushing a product and that was like the basic of what you were going off of, and you remove that basic, I feel like it's kind of fucking dog shit if that is the case. That's why I don't like live service games, because that's what they're all going to do. I know a lot of people are going to be saying, like, Sin, I think you're just like freaking out, just get on with the video. But dude, I'm not wrong. If that happens again, and I see this shit, and it does it again with a live service game, they take stuff out that you got in because that was what you wanted to play. They take that out and then add in all this new stuff. I'm just saying, they're going to try to copy. They know it works, and they're going to try it again. And I honestly hate that fucking system. But let's just continue on. I just wanted to express how much I hate like live service games, and there are formulas of how they do shit right there. Destiny was one of those examples. Fortnite is one of those examples. People still, still play those games, but it is what it is.
Started The Last of Us, God of War, Spider-Man. Some great stuff. One problem. Not one of them was live service, and therefore wasn't printing buckets of cash for Jim and the boys. So Ryan makes a decision. PlayStation is gonna kick the doors down, burst into this market head first. But first, time to go shopping. And Herman Hulst, head of PlayStation Studios, starts looking for a few developers they can swipe
shit,
up
the
to
cereal.
help make that happen. It's around this time that Sony gets word of Firewalk, and they like what they hear. A studio made up of industry vets with a ton of talent. Ex-Battlefield devs, ex-Destiny devs, and ex-Halo devs. The studio's creative lead was
oh my god, dude, he really liked he went out with that one, did he?
Their mission statement? To craft incredible multiplayer experiences that bring people together and inspire unforgettable and unexpected shared moments.
They were beautiful.
That even started working
again, once in a lifetime opportunity.
A hero shooter set in an original sci-fi universe called Concord. Sounds promising.
I'm sorry, Concord. Concord's just like, I know where to. I know.
So Sony is interested. They ask for a sneak peek of the game, and what they see amazes them. What
like, dear God,
is making is so innovative, so impressive. They want in immediately.
They're like, we will make them
thick. The success of Overwatch
extra thick.
This hero shooter genre is an absolute cash cow.
Oh my God, look at all that money.
Sony's turn. April 2021, and a deal is struck. Some cash on the table from Sony,
Oh.
and Firewalk's hero shooter would come out as a first-party exclusive for the PlayStation 5 and
Yeah, or
PC.
Xbox.
Nice. Sony now had a taste of that sweet Bungie talent, and they wanted more. So in January 2022,
I remember that
they
scene.
buy
Don't ask me where I
Bungie
remember it. So someone forced me to watch that.
a studio currently maintaining just one popular IP for 3.
Dude, facts. I'm telling you. I fucking dude. Like even he said it. Like dude, like I like how I was talking about Destiny 2 earlier, saying like, dude, they had like something that could be good for like 50 fucking years, but it's like they fucking fumbled the ball, and then that's like the action. That's like accurate depiction of like Destiny right now. Hang on.
Done. A studio currently maintaining
That's like accurate, dude. That is so accurate right there, to the point. So fucking accurate right there. The moment that Destiny 2 and Destiny the franchise is done, yep, everything falls down. That's exactly what happened. We were witnessing that. You guys don't believe me? That's fucking happening.
Popular IP for $3.6 billion. What a steal. Sony was now set to release
Damn, man,
a
that
ton
is a
of
steal.
live service games. More than 10 before March 2026.
Man.
They say.
Are you serious?
In early 2023, Sony checks up on Concord.
Oh,
And,
no, dude.
This thing
Meow.
is in rough shape.
Meow.
At this
Bro,
point,
everyone,
it's
that
apparently
dude, that
still
was like the
an
whole
alpha,
internet.
and it
I'm sorry, that was like literally the whole internet when they saw that, like the meow, the internet. Ah, bam, 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 bam. Just like start shooting everywhere. Yeah, I'm sorry that like, dude, that was so fucking true. That was the whole internet. That scream thing with Ugly Sonic. Oh my god, that is so fucking true right there.
It's not looking great. Basic things like player onboarding and monetization haven't even been figured out yet.
No, no.
This is about 5 years into active development.
Oh,
Now,
no.
Firewalk consists of around 150 staff. This is in Bellevue, Washington, which means exorbitant rent
Give me money.
and sizable wages.
Give me money.
5 years of this adds up.
What?
And by 2023, an apparent $200 million had already gone into the game.
Wait, so they were set in one of the places that had the most expensive rent. Give me money. And then developers, give me money. I'm sorry, but that's kind of like the most stupidest thing that you can fucking do. Like, dude, like, you don't need to be like in fucking Miami to make this shit. You can make this, like, you can have a game studio everywhere. Like, does that help out? Like, having all the nice, shiny toys and whistles? Like, you can have those exact, you know, toys and shiny whistles. Ooh, so shiny. You can have that, like, practically anywhere that rent is cheaper. And you're working off that. You don't need to be in my, like that place over there, like, or Miami or California. You know, you don't need to be in those big places when you're starting up. You know, essentially that's what they did. They started up and they were like, oh, we were so confident. We're going to go into like the area that has billionaires and trillionaires and even millionaires in there. And we're going to work our way in there, in that. No, it doesn't fucking work that way because everyone's just like, come on, like those, like the rent's going to be so fucking high because those people can actually afford it. You, however, you're starting up and now you're just going into debt. You're starting with nothing and you're going to go into like, you know, million. What's that saying? Like, essentially this is what they did. Like, you know, you have these people who go in to fight these lions. They have like a sword, a shield, and a full like chainmail body armor and stuff. They come out on top every time and they kick the lion's butt. Also, fuck you, because you kicked my butt. Now, some guy trying to come in there and kick my ass has nothing but a fucking stick and a loincloth, and that's fucking it. Oh yeah. We ain't good tonight, chat. We ain't good tonight. I'm not wrong, dude. Come on, like it's like you just won't do shit like that. You just won't do shit like that. I'm gonna beat you up. I want to take your food. You are gonna be my food. The other guy that had the chainmail that kicked my ass, you fucking, you know, fuck you. But you know, like at least he thought that shit out. Like, oh my god, I don't know. Like, dude, that like they must have been on some massive copium. I'm sorry, like some kind of like, and this is what I was talking about earlier. They have like a dream and copium. That's what they go off of. Like, holy shit, I was talking about that earlier on in earlier in the stream, but like, oh my god, like, dude, they have that dream. They go off that fucking massive copium right there. Like, a lot of people do that nowadays, and they think it's gonna be good, and it's not. And realistically, you know, it's not gonna go good. And then the realism comes in and hits them hard.
Game. Also, the game is supposed to be launching within the next 18 months. But it's in such a rough state, they'd probably need to use a ton of outsourcing for that to happen. This can be very expensive on short notice.
Oh no.
It's okay. Internally, Sony is calling this game the future of PlayStation. Executives are even calling it their Star Wars. And the head of PlayStation Studios is so confident, he decides to go all in. And Sony buys Firewalk for an estimated $100 million. Another steal. Now inside Firewalk Studios,
damn, that's a fucking steal right there. Another few mil? God damn. Man, I just bought this. It's so good to be rich, chat. Wait, what? I'm going bankrupt? What? Don't say that word. That's the word for poor people. That's exactly what these guys in the studio in Sony were doing right now. I can guarantee you guys that.
Studios, and things are interesting.
Copium.
See, there's apparently a lead designer here who's decided she identifies as a professor, and she's demanding everyone at the studio call her that. Don't play ball. Dude,
I'm sorry. I was about to say, like, wait, hang on. That's a she. I'll be quiet now. I'll be quiet. That was not. You know that Lorax thing is like, I'm gonna kick your butt, sir. It's like, you want to hit a woman? Oh, that's a woman. Yeah, I'll be quiet. I'm sorry. Shouldn't said that, but like, dude, you identify like professor. Really? What the fuck? Why professor? Like, why? I'm assuming, you know, they're probably thinking, yes, it makes me feel more smarter than everybody else and more sophisticated, and their opinions don't matter. I think that's what their master plan was. It didn't work. Not in the slightest, it didn't work.
And you're potentially out of a job.
Oh my god, they got Spartan kicked out.
Not actually having a degree to back that up.
Bruh.
She's reportedly not very popular. There's also apparently an overall vibe of, quote, toxic positivity here. Bad ideas are not shot down, as that would be like, not cool. As a result, the decisions here, also interesting.
You spend it all on cinematics. Wait, what?
A ton of money in backing from Sony. They could do anything.
Oh no, Firewalk.
I know those cinematic Overwatch shorts. Let's do those, but every single week of the year at huge expense to ourselves. Sounds good. And they blow a ton of that money on extremely expensive motion captured CGI cinematics.
Well, how'd they do that?
Because if this online only multiplayer shooter needed anything,
Overwatch
it was a storyline.
Concord.
Onto the characters.
Oh my god, who's that?
A few years ago, a movie had come out called
I was not even prepared for that one. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Firewalk had seen it. Nice. Let's just do that. And the artists get to work. And after a few years, they'd drawn up some decent concept art for characters.
Bruh.
But midway through development, a change of heart. Now, we're making a hero shooter here, and the market is becoming
every hero shooter.
saturated. We have to do something different, stick out from the crowd. Let's make the characters look absolutely horrific. Maybe that's not such a good idea. No, don't disagree. Haven't you read the sign? And so, the brilliant ideas keep rolling. Cool concept, but let's give us some
that's hot. Wait, okay, that makes so good.
Absolutely enormous. That walking trash can.
A trash can add pronouns. What?
Make her 73 years old. This one should be humongous. Him. He needs some American football pads and a Turtle Beach headset.
Why?
Horrible color coordination across the board. And remember, we're designing aliens. We could get creative, but for now, let's just take a man and paint him green. Perfect. Now that the designs were top-notch,
oh my god,
let's slap a $40 price tag on in a market where almost all of our better, more established competitors are free to play. And we're done. In May 2023, it's the big PlayStation show.
I want the pack.
And they reveal the game
all
for
reliable
the first time. And we see an empty spaceship with a jacket.
Wow. I saw that too. I was like, wait, what?
Cool. Was this a single-player campaign? A co-op looter shooter? Multiplayer FPS?
Dude, like, little side note right there. When I first saw that, I was just like, okay. Like, that's an interesting teaser. It's not going to go... I mean, that was at the point where I was like, you know, I'm not going to look at anything that they put, like, out on, like, little, like, teaser trailers. Because, dude, that's going to be, like, you know, completely scripted. It's just going to, like... It's not going to be the actual gameplay. And I was thinking... I know a lot of people are saying, oh, my God, Concord, is it going to be, like, an open world, like, space-themed game? And, you know, it was space, but it was not open world, and that was a major sad thing right there, which I thought was... I actually originally thought when I saw that it was going to be an open world, but I knew it was not going to be anything like that, and I was like, well, I'm already playing Destiny, and I want to finish this up, so I'm not going to drop Destiny right now until I finish this up and then play it. And then this was a looter shooter, and I was like, all right, I have seen enough. I am satisfied. I just kidding. No, I was not satisfied. I just seen enough and I just walked out.
Who knows? But behind the scenes, Sony are still going all in. See, Blur Studios, the people behind Love, Death and Robots, are making a new anthology series on Amazon. Each episode is based on a different game. And turns out, Sony is so confident in their new IP that they'd managed to get one of these episodes to be on Concord.
Oh, God.
There's also now Concord controllers.
I kind of hate that controller. Looks so cool, but the game is so shit.
PlayStation State of Play stream, we see more. This time, an actual gameplay reveal trailer. And the gameplay is actually revealed.
And then I saw that, I was like, wait.
First look at the gameplay of Concord.
Is that an Overwatch bootleg?
Turns out, it's just a 5v5 hero shooter with Guardians of the Galaxy on top. This is alongside a cinematic reveal, where we finally see the characters that they'd put so much money and effort into. The reaction is not good. They tell us
that was all of our reaction. Like,
however,
no.
the personality of characters amounts to this guy just like really liking hot
Bro,
sauce.
stop it with the
Marvel
fucking hot sauce. You think that's
also
funny?
Quite prevalent.
Oh my God, man.
But they assure us the lore is deep, rich. We'll
Ooh,
want
lore.
to get stuck in.
Cringe.
They've
Oh
even
no,
spent
not
a
the
ton of
cringe.
money on bringing out
Hi, Kenro, how are you?
narrative cutscenes every week. But the thing is, no one actually cares about this because it's an online-only multiplayer game. And wait, does that say pre-order? 40?
Oh yeah, dude, $40 for a pre-order for a cheap Overwatch copy, which, you know, like, it's funny too, the timing of when this video came out. And then we have that new game that came out that's essentially like, you know, Overwatch, but like Marvel's. That was a Marvel Strike Force or something like that. That game actually looks really interesting. And you want to know what the crazy part is too? It's no, I'm just joking. It's free. It's free. It's absolutely free. Oh my God. Cinema. It's free. And you know what? The character designs, I'll be honest with you, like, goddamn, Squirrel Girl. I seen those pictures. Goddamn. That's all I'm going to say. Doing well. We must talk about something. Oh no, it wasn't me. It was Did I actually say anything bad? Oh, okay. I'm working on something. Okay. I'll play.
$20? In a market where virtually every competitor is free to play.
Cancel.
Don't worry, lads. This thing's worth it.
It's right to the Vtuber anniversary.
There's also a pre-launch beta in July.
I'm interested.
Everyone's invited.
Oh yeah, that was everybody. Everybody right there on Concord.
First, the internet is scary.
Oh, Spider-Man!
Filled with horrors.
Oh no, not Skibbity Toilet, chat. Not the Skibbity Toilet.
Here, take this.
Not the Skibbity Toilet. Also, NordVPN. Chat, if you want to watch stuff that people probably don't want you to watch, use NordVPN. Use the code SIN. I'm just joking. I'm not sponsored by them. But they're good.
See, your internet service provider can see everything you do.
No, not the Neckos. Oh, God.
They can also sell all of...
No, not the Neckos. I swear to God. But that was already pre-installed. I swear to God. It was already there. The Necopara. It was already pre-installed, guys. Oh, no.
that data to advertisers. And you didn't just join a public Wi-Fi, did you? See over there? That friendly-looking old lady now has your search history, birth certificate,
well, no, the old lady has my search history.
And several DNA samples.
No.
Not only that,
the numbers, my numbers.
Exist all
no.
over the internet. You just clicked one? Fantastic. Now your laptop.
And that old lady stole all the digits of like the
with NordVPN,
certain length number of codes of numbered things.
NordVPN encrypts your internet connection at the source, meaning your data runs through a secure tunnel, shielding it from hackers.
No.
And NordVPN is the fastest VPN.
The reverse always gets me. I've seen that slide one.
Nord also offers advanced threat protection, meaning you're safe from malware, phishing, scams.
I like, you know, I like when Bigboss does those ones. It's funny.
24/7 customer support, one account for up to 10 devices, and a 30-day money-back guarantee. And NordVPN has a fat discount.
Oh yeah, get a big fat discount chat. You know, an extra thick, juicy discount.
Bigboss, or use this easy-to-remember code.
Yeah, it's all come together.
It's finally June, and doors open. They've even paid a bunch of streamers and YouTubers to be there. But there's a problem. No one's turning up. Everyone is now able to download the beta and play the game.
Yeah, that's facts.
But at this point, on PC, that's 2,388 people.
Oh, dude, I remember that. When I saw that player count, when I was like, you know, I'm gonna look at Concord. And then I saw it was like $40, and I was like, what the fuck? I'm not going to even get interested in this game now. Like, dude, it's $40. I'm like, you know what I can be using that $40 for? I can be using it for like, actually, I use that $40 for emotes. I'm probably use like another $40 in January, or probably $80 since I have an anime emote that I'm still waiting to get animated. As you know, Biggie Rush though, so I can wait. But yeah, that's not, man. How many? I'm actually curious. How many of you guys actually did play the Concord beta? Because when I saw it was $40, I was like, yeah, no.
For reference, Overwatch 2 had 1.5
God damn.
million. Valorant around 3 million. These were both closed betas.
Bro.
The comments are over the moon.
Oh my god, I didn't even know how many people played Valorant. Dude, how many people that's how many people play Valorant? I thought Valorant had like less people than Concord. Or not Concord, I mean obviously that, but I mean like the other one, Overwatch. And I know Concord was like not anywhere close to like 1% of overall their whole player base combined. It's like, oh my god. Man, a lot of people play Valorant. That's fucking insane. I don't know if I want to, I don't know if, I'm actually afraid to know why people play Valorant. I'm pretty sure it's going to be like that one character that people always choose, and there's going to be 8 of them, like in every game, and you're just like, well, if I'm dying, at least it's by this character. Is Overwatch.
Despite all of that, reviews are coming
I just saw that comment.
And they're actually pretty good.
Good.
But it's
yeah, IGN's relating the message. It's good.
It said they were releasing more than 10 live service games before 2026. But by 2024, that number had dropped to 6. Concord was one of those 6.
Okay, Kenro.
The Last of Us 2 Online cancelled. Horizon's multiplayer projects.
I will get to you on that message shortly.
Completely canned before they could even get a game out the door. Bungie, which Sony had blown almost $4 billion
Oh, dude, it's Bungie.
also doing absolutely
no. Oh yeah, dude, yeah, they're cooked.
50% of their financial projections and actually losing money. With no more Destiny sequels or updates lined up, Sony needed another live service.
Dude, I'm just gonna say this right here, like. They can, you know, they can make and like they continue on the story of Destiny. The lore right there from like, who was it? The lore daddy of Destiny. He actually looked at all that stuff from D1 and got all the stuff from D2 and actually kind of got the narrative to put into what you can interpret it as. And they can make another Destiny 3. And this is us venturing out of Seoul and actually fighting the true darkness. They could do that, but they won't. And I think that's kind of the worst thing. Like, they could do that, but they just don't want to. And it's like, they could make money. Like, I want money. I know, I mean, come on, like, are you saying you guys don't want money? If you were in that mentality that, oh no, I don't want money, well then damn, I'm gonna capitalize on that. I can probably write a better, dude. I can probably write like a better like story than them with the combined efforts of the Lord Daddy and the veteran Destiny community. We will have our own Avengers Endgame assembly, and as we fight corporations and yada yada yada. I don't know. Like I'm just saying, like hypothetically. I mean, anyone could do better than that. Like, and they can still make money off of it. Like, come on. That's all they gotta do.
A shooter, and they desperately needed a win. And judging by Concord's beta numbers, yeah, not good. It also apparently chugged through another $200 million.
Oh man, the $100 bill tastes good.
$400 million in development costs. Right.
I forgot about the accountant.
Change the business model, make the game free to play like every other hero shooter.
Yeah, it makes sense.
The genre may be completely past its prime, massively oversaturated, and overwhelmingly free to play. But just look at these characters. A masterclass of design.
Oh no.
Personality.
No.
Fellas, there's no way people are passing this up. The $40 stays.
The $4 stays? Man, I wish it was $4. Actually, I won't even give them $1.
It's now August 23rd.
I won't even give them like 20 cents.
And a
25 cents. I won't even give them a penny.
$100 million. The game is out the door.
Oh, dude.
It runs well.
Is it like, you see, I think that's the thing that also kind of killed it too, when they were saying like, oh, dude, like, hang on.
The game.
See, like right there, LGBTQ plus action political FPS shooter. Honestly, feel like you should not have political and shooter in one tag. I'm just saying. They could have thought that through a little bit more. Like, I mean, having that on a tag, people are just gonna be like, oh shit, oh boy, that's not I mean, the fact that they also put the LGBTQ on there, I mean, like, we didn't need it. I mean, like, you can be considerate by not, like, you know, putting it out there, like, on a tag. Like, you don't need a tag on that right there when you want the game to be for everybody, not just like one group. Because I've always said this, chat, and this is like the same thing about like console exclusive games or like certain exclusive games, is that, you know, you could be getting more money if you did not have it exclusive and are actively working to put it on the other platform. You could get more money. It's just people are so fucking stupid and they're so stubborn that they want to have some kind of exclusive title that they just, you know, forget. It's like, you guys want money, just like, you know, don't go into one lock right there and have it just set to one group or one community. Hello, Amir, how are you? Well, I'm just saying, I want money. The developers who worked on it also want money because they have a livelihood. So giving the impression of putting it to like label it like the LGBTQ, people are going to be like, well, I don't go with that group right there, so I'm probably not going to get the game. You've just locked a major, like, you know, chunk of money out now because of that, because people are not going to want to go into that. I feel like it's kind of cute that it says mostly positive or very positive, but it only had like 105 reviews, and those 105 reviews probably came from game journalists that actually wanted to play, and the game didn't even sell like $1 million, which is that I know much of a fact.
Game is out the door. It runs well, isn't buggy, the animations are decent.
I mean, yeah, the animation, like, I mean, it's Destiny 1.
Destiny 2 if it was a hero shooter. There's an okay.
It was Destiny 1 gun animations. I liked it.
16 characters, 12 maps.
When I saw that, I was like, "Oh, that's Destiny 1 gun animations," but I didn't like the way how they looked.
Be released down the line, alongside the extremely expensive weekly cutscenes that everyone just couldn't wait for. But then people boot up the menu, and what they see, Jesus.
Oh my God.
Mushroom Man, She-Hulk, the Michelin Man, a walking, talking he/him trash can, Walmart laser tag boy, and a very old woman. In fact, the only character not universally hated is the walking trash can.
I like this one.
The trash can. God, the trash can has come in.
New to the genre. The maps are bland, and subpar graphics in effect.
Oh yeah, the map designs did not look that great.
PS3
oh, dude, Killzone.
The game
that looks so cool.
just after Overwatch, and as a result,
I like that meme.
Just kind of feels like
Concord,
half a decade
Overwatch, right? They're just running right long.
Like playing as a certain character? Well, unlucky, because in certain game modes, if you win a round as them, you can't play them again for the whole game.
Dude, that was probably like the most stupidest thing right there. Oh, you did really good on this one character and you love playing this character because it fits your playstyle? Well, we can't have that because we don't want people to rage quit in the middle of the game and make it seem like people are not going to have a fun time because they don't have that many people. That way of thinking's so fucking backwards, I'm sorry to say. Like, if you love playing a certain character because it fits how you feel comfortable in playing, then they really shouldn't do that. Like, if you're more comfortable on this and you feel like you can actually work with that, there you go. At least Concord was a tiny bit better than Dustborn. That is true. But I think Dustborn is, like, still out than Concord, which... In all honesty, I'll be honest with you, Mimir, and everybody else. Like, I honestly think they should just shut down Dustborn. It's not making any money. They're losing money keeping all the servers still up. Well, no, it's not a server. It's like a single player game. Like, I honestly feel like, you know, they barely got like a good percentage back, like call it positive, like, you know, a positive amount of money back, because they have like, you know, this scale up over here on one side, and on the other side they got the other scale where they have to actually match it up to getting past, not like 50-50, but they need to get it a little bit more higher than that threshold, you know, like that's what you want to see. If you balance it out, you're like, ah, shit, we didn't hit the mark. But if you go higher from where your budget was to where you anticipated to be, then you're okay, and you feel like you made a little bit of profit off of it on how much you put out. Now, am I saying they should throw over like $300 billion down just to make one game to essentially last less than Housefly? No, that's just fucking stupidity. I'm sorry, that's like just straight up stupidity. If that is the case and you throw all that money around over there, it's like, dude, okay, come on, that was okay. Essentially, that was kind of deserved at that point, like 100%. It was so deserved. If you didn't realize the writing in the room, then yeah, that's kind of deserved. And yeah, Dustborn is a real bad dumpster fire. Oh yeah, dude. Like, that's the one game that I will not review because the review is because I've seen how it is. Also, the studio is a complete fucking joke. I mean, they can come in here and tell me that, like, you know, all this horrible stuff, but at the end of the day, I'm not the one that's losing millions of dollars. I'm just saying, I'm not the one that's losing millions of dollars trying to keep some kind of message out. That message is basically saying, be shit to everybody and you'll get what you want from the game. And then they immediately go around and say, guys, stop being mean. That is not who we are. Also, boop, you. That's essentially what, you know, that's essentially how I can describe the situation. They're more like a joke. And it is a huge fire. But, you know, I'm not the one that's losing millions of dollars.
Also a whole storyline and lore that they'd invested a massive amount of effort.
It was written by monkeys, I knew it.
There's even this lore dump star map with
planets.
But no one cares because
yeah, chat, right, that right there was the main reason why. It's a hero shooter game and it has lore. I'll be honest with you, you need someone to go over there and explain it. Like, if the designs look really cool, the maps look really appealing, the characters look fucking awesome and sexy and cool and badass and will blow shit up, then you're gonna have some guy called My Name Is Bife go in there and actually go and do these like beautiful like ASMR like videos, and you're just listening to the lore of the universe of that game. Like, oh my god, they didn't have that because the game looked like shit.
Characters suck and it's a multiplayer game with no campaign.
Yep.
And finally, it's
no
like
campaign.
The 5th best 5v5 shooter on the market. and it's $40 more than everything else.
$40.
You also need a PSN subscription to play, and it's not even free on PS Plus. But the thing is, besides all of that, there's a major problem here. There's only 697 people playing the game. Almost 3,000 played the beta, meaning more than half of them had just ditched. The 7-year-old Friday the 13th is also getting 10 times the players. This is a game without dedicated servers. Concord is an online-only competitive multiplayer FPS. That means it relies heavily on a big, healthy player base.
And there was no player base.
Sony had decided to stick a PSN account requirement on, blocking the game in 180 countries.
Wow, that's kind of the most dumbest thing that you can possibly do. You guys remember the Helldivers 2 fiasco when Sony like essentially blocked out like the other parts of the world playing Helldivers 2 because they need the requirement? Yeah, they went to every game. So they locked out 188 countries, meaning they like from those people who were, you know, because I think this was when like Helldivers 2 came out and then they locked it. So even if those people were interested in playing it in those other 188 countries that came out, they couldn't play it anyway. So if there was interest in those, in some communities in those countries, they were effectively locked out. So they lost more money. So, and again, this is why I kind of hate this shit. Like, you know, you lock yourself out, you put yourselves in certain communities instead of trying to broaden your horizon and get other people to get. So basically, you want more money. It's what the baseline of all of this argument is that I'm going at. You want more money? Don't lock yourself into your own little bubble because you ain't going to get much money. You need to be willing to leave that bubble to get more money. And a lot of people nowadays don't seem to understand that.
Nice one. Most other big budget AAA games also go on a media blitz before release.
And that Overwatch Flying Dollar looks pretty nice.
So revealing the game just a couple of months before launch. A few paid streams here, some character videos there, and they called it a day. And by launch, somehow, no one had even heard of the game. Those that did saw that it cost $40 and presumably went to play literally any other game in the genre for a 100% discount. While the game got zero attention pre-launch, after launch, it's everywhere. The memes are plentiful. The characters are so hated.
Why would they give her Thugnificent's haircut?
People online start making their own, far better renditions. This designer
I saw that one. That one looks really cool.
How bad they are.
Before and after, it felt impossible to try to salvage these designs.
Also, the reviews are in. 20% recommended on OpenCritic, 1.7 out of 10 user reviews on Reddit. Eurogamer calls it an arena shooter by ChatGPT. After a few days, it was clear. The game was underperforming. In fact, an article comes out claiming the game sold a grand total of around 25,000 copies. That's about $1 million. A whopping 0.25% return. Nice.
Damn, that's not even 1%, chat. That's not even 1% right there. So I thought it was less than like, I didn't know what the number was, but 25.25%. That's a quarter of 1%. Oh my god, dude. That's not even halfway there. I mean, I'm not good at math though, but I know like, you know, 425s equal 1. That's how much I know. Bro, you don't even have 50. Oh my god. I'm sorry, but dude, like, come on. You guys gotta realize this right here. Like, dude.
The devs go ahead and take down the LGBT and political user tags from the Steam page,
too little, too fucking late.
This does little to aid the situation. Things are going abysmally. But Firehawk isn't done just yet. Turns out, people were complaining about the game online. So they boot up Twitter and start typing. The game was a labor of love. Criticize it, and you're a weird, talentless freak.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Something like that. Talentless freaks and weirdos. Well, this talentless freak and potential weirdo has lived. I lived, bish. I lived. We all lived. You didn't, though. What happened to Firewalk Studio? It's essentially walking on fire because it's gone. It's essentially gone.
But this doesn't go down well either.
Oh.
With the horrific player count, alongside the barrage of memes online,
no one likes you.
Obvious. The game had to go free to play. There was no other option. But then, on the 3rd of September, Firewalk comes out with a statement. Gents, it's been fantastic.
Oh, sad
But
face.
despite the support and the passionate community that has grown around the game, we're pulling the plug. The game is going offline in 3 days' time, while we explore options to bring it back. They also offer refunds to every single person that bought the game, regardless of playtime. It's not just digital copies either. Sony is actually refunding every physical copy too. And now retailers aren't even letting people buy the game.
They wouldn't let me check out, even though they had this on the shelves and on the floor.
It's probably gonna be around for a year. No, it's not.
That was not the plan.
Technically, it was a plan. It just wasn't the same plan that we started with.
Dude, facts.
In mid-September, Concord's game director steps down, while some of the 150-odd developers at Firewalk try pitching Sony on other ideas. Some think they'll be used as a support studio, others fear a wave of layoffs, maybe even the whole studio being canned. Also, Concord's Amazon episode is staying in, and is due to air this
brother, this guy stinks! Sorry. That one episode comes out.
On the 6th of September, we bid farewell. 12 days after launch, and the servers go down worldwide. 8 years, an alleged $400 million.
Yep, dead.
Gone in the blink of an eye.
I mean, the world will not remember or care about Concord.
Yeah, they shut down.
Yeah. Yep. Makes sense. I mean, like, come on, guys. You guys gonna do shit like this? You're gonna fight the community, and you're gonna put all this stuff out there. I mean, like, even I saw that was gonna happen. Like, I swear, like developers nowadays need to realize, like, dude, like, you gotta be respectful, and then we'll be respectful back too. You know, like, if you're treating us like, shit, then, well, you're going to get treated like shit. It's like what Grandpa Lion always said, chat. Treat others how you wish to be treated. My verse is same thing. Treat others how you wish to be treated. Now, if you treat people like shit, they're going to treat you shit like back, That's my verse.